Hey guys, it's Maymay, and this will actually be the last part of the As Many As series. I thought my last video would be, but so many of you guys asked me about this, and honestly, I kind of let this slip my mind to show you. But you asked how I would use bling and things like this to kind of dress up the cards we made. So today I'm going to run through and take you along as we dress up the cards we made in our As Many As challenge. Oh, cards and tags. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do, let me show you. So I've got some baker's twine. This is some crystal drops, all of this little bling, the sticky bling. I love that kind of stuff. I'm going to start with one set of cards at a time. So that way I'm only doing the same decorating over and over again. I have two things I want to look at here. One was, do I want to add a little baker's twine bow right there? It kind of gets lost, so I decided to try it with a different bow. So let me show you that. So this little bow is made from organza, and I think that would be super cute right there if you wanted to kind of dress that up and have a nice fluffy bow. You could even take some of your ribbon and run it here, like underneath your little circle. Isn't that cute? You could just like glue that down right there and then put this down, and that would be super cute. Again, this is all up to you, whatever you like, but I'm gonna put this one down, and this would be one of my cards done. Also, you don't have to do them all the same way. You can do your cards up any old way you want to. You can do each one differently. So if you want to do baker's twine on one and organza on another, go right ahead. Now another tip for you is you can use a clothespin to hold this on, or if you have one of your acrylic blocks handy, you can use that as well. So this is a block I don't really use anymore, but I keep it for just these kinds of purposes. Just do that, let your glue dry, and you are ready, set to go. So that is how I would do all 12 of these guys, just adding a bow, and I think that's perfect. Now you remember these three, and I knew I wanted to do something to them to kind of dress them up. Because of the shape here, I like this kind of rectangle, this square bling. I think it's really cool. And I'm gonna lay it here and see how I wanna do it and which size. I kind of like this medium size, and that small size is super cute. Let's use the small size. So what I'm gonna do is just use my pokey tool and grab one of these guys up. And then I'm gonna start over here in the corner, and I'm just gonna add 3 of them. I'm not really paying attention to the snowflake, even though that snowflake is there and I could just put bling inside of each snowflake. I'm really not doing that. I'm really more lining up my 3 pieces of bling in kind of a series here. So put that down. Don't press it into place until you get it right where you want it, because once you press these in, even if you try to twist them like I tried to do this one, it's really hard to get them straight again. So there's that one. Let's do one more. The other thing you need to really do when you're doing this kind of stuff is be very mindful of what you're adding as far as postage and things like that. If you don't want to pay extra postage, remember many times these extra pieces can cost you more because you need to pay the non-machinable fee. But listen, I pay the non-machinable fee every time because I don't want anything messed up going through their machine or what have you. So put that down like that. Our the non-machinable fee is about, I want to say 23, maybe 24 cents. I haven't checked recently. We have it set in our postage machine, and that changes whenever the federal rate changes. So I don't really know what it is right now, but you can check. I want to say it's 22 or 23 cents. Isn't that cute? It just dresses the card up. There's lots and lots of ways you can dress the cards up. This is just one. Well, it's 2. I showed you a bow, and now we're doing this guy. So I'm just going to put these little blings on, and these guys are done. So that's these guys dressed up for the holidays. These are the fancy fold cards we did, and this is each pattern, so I have each one represented here, and I want to show you what I want to do here. This is where I'm going to use some jewel drops. Now, where you have stickers like this, you can certainly jewel drop like the berries and stuff like that, but the first place I want to do this is not jewel drops, by the way. This is crystal drops, and this is autumn red. I love this color. Like right here on this little green, I'm going to put 3 dots, and my hand will probably get in the way. I'm going to try for it not to, but there's no promises there. So 1, 2, 3. This is a great alternative to bling. If you don't have any bling, this is super cute. And this just adds a little interest in this corner. And I just love how that looks. And remember, this is dimensional. Now, some of you guys have asked me before the difference in this and Stickles. Stickles doesn't keep its dimension. Now, I think they have a product that you can purchase that will, but just the typical Stickles doesn't keep its dimension. These are going to stay nice and round and lifted. Here, I'm going to go up. I don't have as much room to go down. I'm going to take these up. This is such a pretty product. You see the shimmer? And doesn't that just do something to the card? I think it's so pretty. Here I'm going to go up again. I like the way that looked. And again, you can totally come into like these berries. Let's move this guy out of the way. You can come into these berries and add a little bit there as well. And just play, do anything you'd like. This just kind of brings that together. So now those little berries kind of match that bead, and it's super cute. I would do this with all of these cards and let them dry, and that's how I would dress them up. It doesn't seem like much, and it may not be, but you can add so many other things if you'd like. You can add ribbons and bows. I may even glue these down. We talked about that before. I'll just do this real quick to show you. All I would do is just put a dot of art glitter glue on, just like that, and then just close that down. And you might want to do that before you do your decorating. But I think this would be better if you close it down. If you don't, when you give this to the recipient, they might think it's supposed to flip in some way, and that might confuse them. So go ahead and glue those little points down. Don't forget, after you do this, look at me doing like what I shouldn't do. Do what I say, do not what I do. Glue these down first, right? After you do this, place your cards somewhere where you are not crafting, because I'm going to tell you something. It doesn't matter what I do. So many times I will try to place my cards out of the way so that I won't put my hand in the dots while they're drying. It never fails that I put my hands in the dots. So if you do these, maybe go to the kitchen table where nobody's messing. If you have a kitty cat, don't forget that. They will climb up and walk on them, and then you'll have little beads everywhere. So be sure you put these somewhere where they can dry. I have even put them on like the tops of my bookshelves to try to keep me from touching them or sitting anything on them. And they really don't need that long. I think Nuvo says give them 24 hours, but it doesn't take that long. They get a really good dry shell on them in just minutes, not even hours. All right, I'm gonna put these aside and do the others. So these two guys here, I'm not going to add anything. I feel like I've added a bow to it. I added a lot of bows to this one. I'm going to let these go just like they are. So we'll put those aside. These little guys, I want to add some bling to the top. I think it'll be cute on the little stars up there to add some bling. And I think I want to add this kind of bright green color. I think this is so pretty, this bright pop of green. And I know it doesn't necessarily match the green exactly, but that's a cool thing to me about green. Green is pretty much a neutral. I've talked about this with somebody recently, that I feel like the color green is a neutral because it's in nature, and in nature it's all different shades. It's never just one shade. Even on one plant, it's very rare to see one shade of green. Usually the leaves are, variegated or have different variations of green. So you can mix your greens. I know that a lot of people are worried about that. They get kind of hung up on that. Don't worry about mixing your greens. Plus, I think this really helps to bring out the green, honestly. So I'm going to put these little green blings on the top of every one of these just to dress this little card up. I also want to mention, yes, this is simple decoration. Here's why. This kind of project is one where we are doing mass production. I'm not looking to spend, an hour or 2 hours on each card because I've made, 60 plus cards. I really don't have time to do that. So this is an easy mass production method to get you some bling, to get you the card to be a little extra special, but you're not spending hours on it. So isn't that cute? Just a little added bling up there. It looks really, really cute. Look at that. I love it. That color is stunning. Love that. Matter of fact, what is this one? Let me see what the color of these are. So these are Limeade from Doodlebug, and I believe we have some of those in store. If we don't have them online, you can give us a call at the store. I think we have them in the front store for sure. Oh, so pretty. Okay, so let me put these aside and let's go to the next one. So we're gonna kind of get into the one-offs at this point. What I mean by that is I'm gonna evaluate each card and do some decorating to it as I go. So what I'm gonna do is just let the camera roll as I go through. You'll be able to see what I'm doing, and I'm gonna do this for the rest of the cards. So enjoy some Christmas music as I go through and decorate the rest of the cards. Okay guys, so I finished all of them, and this is the one I did with the bow. Now my other bows are all drying right now, but they all look exactly like this, so I don't want to bring them into the camera because they're trying to dry. But isn't it cute? And I love how this turned out. I actually think this one might be one of my favorites. Then, as you saw in the video, these guys here all got done individually based on what I felt like they needed. These got the little shimmer in the snowflakes. This got the little berries done. This got a little bit of glitter here and there. This little tree got done. Isn't it cute? It's kind of fun to do it like that. So these guys were all done differently. So I'll move those out of the way. Then you had these guys, which I did with the 3 little beads. You can see here the 3 little beads, and each one of these got that. There they are again. And on some cards, they were a little more noticeable than others. And I really didn't spend a lot of time adding embellishments to this style. I think it's pretty embellished as it is with just the movement that it has. But I pretty much just added those 3 beads to all of those. And then I took the bigger cards as well and did the same thing with those. I just kind of added some pearls. I think this is my favorite. I love all the red dots all over the place. And this one's good too with the little glitter and the glitter there. This one turned out cute. I was a little sad because my crystal glaze bled into each other, but that's okay. It's nice and shimmery, and I love those green beads on there. This one actually didn't do a thing to. Isn't that weird? I just decided I want to keep it plain. And that's okay, because sometimes you'll want a plain card. And then these guys were all kind of one-offs as well, adding the little beads to it. We talked about those. And what else is different? I'll show you these two. So this one, I just added pearls here to the bottom. This one, I just thought it'd be cute to add kind of a burst of bling there. This one I wrote, I've been good, I promise, love Maymay. But I did that because I thought this would be cute. If your children send letters to Santa, wouldn't it be cute to do something like this and then let them send their letter to Santa like that? I thought that'd be super cute. And these guys, also some of my favorites. I love the simplicity of that. I love how cheerful that looks, and I love the bling there. So that's it. That's how we do all of the cards, and there are so many of them. Oh, for tags, let me show you these really fast. For the tags, I went back to that sticker sheet. You remember I had some of those some border stamps stickers left, like this little green peppermint stick, and also that little scallop there, which wasn't a scallop. I'll show you what it was. It was this rickrack that I cut down and put on there. So I added the little rickrack. I added some here. I cut that down as well. I added some there, added some there. This is one sticker, remember? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different tags using that one sticker. And then these guys I did not do anything to. I thought they looked super cute as they are. So that's how I would bling them up. Of course, these will get baker's twine added when I put them on their present. I typically just put some baker's twine or some of that curling ribbon is what I really like to use, and put it into my gift wrap stash and add these to it and just tie the gift wrap or tie the string on it when I put it onto the package. And that way I know how much I need. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. This has been not a terribly long process. It's just, I feel like it has been. Oh, I wanted to show you. I did that to that star. I did that with the glossy accent. Nope, what's this called? Crystal glaze, sorry. So I did that to the star to make it kind of shimmer and shine. I think that looks really good. So not a long process. It feels long because this is now 6 videos, but it really hasn't been that long of a process to do. And you guys seem to really love the as many as, so I'm going to give you a little bit of a secret. If you got all the way to this end of the video, I'm going to start another as many as series on Saturday, which is different and new. I think you'll like it. We'll see. I don't think it'll take 6 videos to make it happen, but I think you'll really like this idea. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching this series. Thank you for your sweet comments below. You guys have been awesome, really supporting me on this and really enjoying it, and I just cannot tell you how much I appreciate that. Be sure to subscribe, like this video, and share it with your friends. And if you're making any of these cards, I want to see them. So head to my website called MaymayMadeIt.com and share your projects and what you're making with us on our customer gallery. And if you need inspiration, there's over 2,000 posts there to give you inspiration for all kinds of things. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Talk to you again next time. Bye-bye.